welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna do a look with these two today. It's been a while, they're pretty old. Let's go. So these are some really old school Huda Obsessions palettes. This is the Emerald and then this is the Sapphire. So I'm thinking I want to do something deep and dark in the outer corner, so I'm going to use probably the dark blue for that. And then I think I'll go with probably the kind of deeper shimmery greens from this palette, and I definitely want to play with that mint there. So let's get started. I'm going to start by priming my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Eden. So now that we are primed, I'm gonna start by going in with this dark blue shade here in the outer corners. And I'm just using kind of packing motions instead of swiping, just to get the color to really stick onto the lid. So now that we have that deeper blue down, I'm gonna go in with this lighter blue shade and just blend out what we have to blow it out a little bit more. So I'm going to go back in with the darker blue just to re-intensify that a little bit and also put it on the lower lash line. So I think I'm going to go back in with a mix of the two dark blue shades and just bring that into the crease a little bit more. And I'm just gonna go in with a light hand, or at least try to. So I'm gonna take just a small amount of this shade now and try to blend that out just a little bit more. I don't love that this shade has a bit of a green hue to it because I really wanted to keep this part blue. That's okay. Okay, so I kind of like where we are with this. I'm debating, I really wanted to stick with the deep greens, although I'm not sure if I wanted to kind of have it blend into the shimmery blue. So like I'm really feeling this kind of vibe, although this blue is really pretty. And I don't think I'm wanting to take it in this direction. So I think I'm gonna stick with the original plan I was thinking of and go with the green shade. And I'm just gonna kind of put that all over the outer half of the lid. And maybe a little bit on most of the lid, actually. Alright, I'm gonna go wipe my hands. So I want to use the matte mint shade for the inner corner. I'm just debating using one of these to help that kind of blend into the dark shimmer we have. I think I'll do the matte first and then kind of see which shimmer will look good with that after. So I'm just putting that on the inner corner and bringing it inwards on the upper lid, and I'm also going to drag it down to the lower lash line. Okay, so I feel like this doesn't look as cohesive as I was expecting. I think this one matches a little bit better, but this one might make it pull a little more green. Maybe I'll try both. I'm gonna start with this one. Does anyone still like own and use these palettes? Because I know they're super old, but like low-key they're not that bad. I don't know, I'm really torn about whether or not I want this shade. I think I'll just kind of sprinkle it in the inner part lightly. Okay, yeah. I don't hate that. Yeah, I'm feeling this. Okay, I'm just gonna do the same on the other eye. So I want to keep the lower lash line mostly blue, so I'm going to use a fluffier blending brush to go in with the lighter shade, and I'm just going to go in lightly. And I think I'm just going to re-intensify the blue in the outer corners on the bottom and the top. And I'm just going to go back in once more with that mint shade just to re-intensify that as well in the inner part. All right, so I think I'm happy with the eyeshadow. I'm gonna go put on mascara and lashes and find something for my lips, and I will come back to finish this up. All right, so this is the finished look. I really like how it turned out. It actually turned out how I was planning. Let me just do a little close-up. But yeah, these shadows performed actually really well, especially given that they're pretty old. I'd love to know if any of you still have these. If you do, you should pull them out because I think they were underrated. For my lips, I went with the Melt Lip Liner in Cashmere. I went over it with a gloss, but then changed my mind and took some of it off. And then just did the NARS Soft Matte Tinted Lip Balm in Brief Encounter. I feel like I saw these on sale a while ago. I'm not sure if they're being discontinued, but they're actually pretty bomb. Would recommend. For my bronzer and powder, I just used this face palette from Alamar. I think I got it in a BoxyCharm. Blush, I just used the e.l.f. Primer Infused Blush in Always Earthy. And then I just used this Beat Up highlighter from e.l.f. I feel like this was a free gift with purchase a long time ago, but I've used the crap out of it. I feel like it looks actually pretty decent, but I also have a glowy base on anyway. And then in the waterline, I just used this black kitten eyeliner from Tarte. Yeah, so thanks for watching the video. I hope you like the look. So yeah, if you have any other older palettes that you want some looks with, you just want some inspiration to use, feel free to drop a comment down below. If I have the palette, I'll be happy to do a look with it. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.